Thanks to Dr.Mehraj for inviting us. Actually, at first we were planning to hold this session at Frozen Semen project Rambir Bagh, but due to some evolving events, actually we had some biosecurity issues. We had to maintain that, and recently we have imported 17 high genetic merit bulls from United States of America. They were not audible. Now it's okay, I suppose. Actually, initially we were planning to hold this session at Ramir Bagh at our project only, but due to some biosecurity issues, we have recently introduced high genetic merit bulls from United States of America. They were quarantined at Bangalore for 30 days. After quarantine, they are quarantined at our station. So, in order to ensure protocols and biosecurity is maintained, so it was not feasible for us to have as many footfall there. So ultimately we decided to hold it here. First of all, welcome to all. Yeah, my session will be a sort of interactive one. How many of the participants do know ART, assisted reproductive technology? आइडिया है किसी को? ये टर्म थोड़ी हाईटेक है, बट आई थिंक यू विल नो इट. Yeah, as we all know, every species, every organism has its own tendency to reproduce or perpetuate this species, right? It's a natural process. As far as mammals are concerned, male deposit the germ, semen, germplasm or semen into the female genitalia. Then their fetus develops and the birth takes place after proper gestation time is over. But when we intervene this process in any way, it's called assisted reproductive technology, right? Assisted reproductive technology has its own implications, own practicability. For as far as humans are concerned, its importance is different, but as far as animals are concerned, we have our own goals, right? Do you know any infertility? पता है किसी को infertility किसको कहते हैं? या बताइए. Infertility in case of humans अगर हम बात कर लें, in case of male and female, they do sexual intercourse for a period of time, but they fail to produce offsprings, then it's infertility. In case of humans, this ART is mainly utilized to address the issue of infertility, right? But in case of animals, the main aim and goal of doing ART is to increase production. ठीक है? So, as you see, जैसे मैंने कहा कि any intervention is called ART. Under the present scenario, as far as my talk is concerned, relevance of ART in Kashmir vis-a-vis animal breeding, this and that. Or I can put it in a different way. Animal animal, especially dairy farming, is almost impossible without ART. वो कैसे है? In the coming slides, we will come to know. These are the actually different types of ART available in broader category. Artificial insemination. This is widely used, especially in cattle farming. Then in artificial insemination, we have two approaches: conventional semen and sex sorted. Conventional semen, we just collect the semen, process it, pack and freezing, then we use it. Sex sorted semen, actually, I will ask you one question. Who is going to decide the sex of the child, or in case of the birth? Male or female? Male parent or female parent? male. Why? Because X and Y. X. In sex ordered semen, what we will do, actually, we have a semen. We don't know the sperm which fertilizes with the ovum is X or Y. If it is X, then it is female birth. If it is Y, it is male birth. In sex ordered semen, what we do, we segregate. We use only in case of animals, we use sperm with the having X chromosome, because our target is to have female calves, because as far as animal breeding is concerned, we want more milk production. So for milk production, we need more female animals. So as far as our farmer is concerned, his always desire is to have a birth with a female sex, right? Female birth, female calf has much more importance to a farmer than a male calf. So in case of sex sort semen, we use semen having only sperms with X chromosomes, so that birth produced is only female calf. Then is the synchronization. Actually, every mammal has a cycle T. In case of cattle, in case of these cows, they have around 20, average 21 days cycle. In case we plan the cycle in our way, then it's called synchronization. How it is helpful in coming slides, we'll see. Then embryo transfer technology. Any idea about this? Okay. In coming slides, I will show a slide. Then cloning and gender engineering, not so much of use, but we'll see. The main intervention as far as farm animal management is concerned, especially dairy farming, is artificial insemination. As far as history is concerned, basically it was an Arab chieftain in 1320. What he did, he wanted to have horses with a good genetic merit. Then he, of his own mind, he used cotton swab. Then actually he was somewhere, then he saw a good stallion. He was breeding with a mare. Mare means female of the horse. Then he put cotton, then got this swab of it and put into his own mare. Then it was by chance. But first scientific research related to this was by Italian physiologist Saplanzi, and he is known as the father of modern artificial insemination. Artificial insemination is used in so many species. It's not only limited to our cows, cattle, horse, swine, sheep, goat, dog, turkey. These are all species, as far as animals are concerned, this is used. You can see the photo in the middle. This is AI in a dog. It's in Kerala. I am sitting there. Actually, it was in the late hours. What I want to impress upon you, it is used in wide number of species, but most practicability is dairy in cows. Yeah, as far as advantage, why we go for artificial insemination? Yeah, actually to have better, as far as I already said, as far as animals are concerned, our main aim is to increase our production, right? Right. In case of dairy farming, our main aim is to increase the milk yield. Okay. So in order to increase the milk yield, we have to exploit the better genetic merit. As far as better genetic merit of male animals is concerned, bulls is concerned, AI is the best tool and is the widespread. First of all, genetic improvement, as I said, then there are so many merits. Actually, it is economical too, and we can utilize one bull. I will give you an idea of so. With minimum number of animals, we can have maximum coverage. For example, though in detail we'll discuss. In Kashmir, we are doing around 550,000 AIs per year. Do you have idea how many bulls we are using to cover Yeah, by numericals, but we have to simultaneously, we have different breeds. We have to ensure that around we have 40 odd, among 40 odd our strength, 30 odd bulls are used in a stock strength of 30 bulls. We are in a position to cover the whole valley 10 districts. That is minimum animal requirement is needed to have maximum coverage. Okay, one of the main advantage. Then it's cheaper. Okay, around as germplasm, this citra costs around 20 odd rupees. Conventional sex assortment is on higher side, so it is very cheap and it is very cost effective. Cost effectiveness is there, and it is also possible for us. For example, we are collecting, processing germplasm here, and it's possible for us cover each and every okay. Insemination is the term or assisted reproductive technology. It seems a bit, but we are doing it. I hope some of the audience might have livestock in their है किसी के पास. So घर में तो सुना होगा हीट, गाय हीट में आई है, उसको इंजेक्शन कराना है. In layman term, that injection means artificial insemination, right? So we are doing this process, and it is being used. Actually, we have a number of field institutions as far as animal department is concerned, and this facility is available almost in every institution, in every another village. We do provide this facility. Okay. For an animal to have AI, this is a process actually. First is our production of germplasm. We must have high genetic merit bulls. Then we have to collect semen, we have to process them, we have to assure quality is there. Then only it is being distributed to different field institutions, and at the field level, for example, farmer A has his cow, it comes to heat. Do you know heat? Actually, as far as cow is concerned, it is a cycle start around 21 days. In the 21 days time, there is one, this is different, diestrus, estrus, metastrus, proestrus. Proestrus, estrus is around duration around 18-24 hours time. It is only those 18 hours, 24 hours, the animal is in a position to conceive, and only that time it allows the bull, in case of natural mating, it will allow the bull to mate. Okay. So what is the procedure? Once we distribute our germplasm to the field centers, our staff is there, the farmer comes with this, my animal is in heat. Okay, because the animal shows those symptoms at that very moment of time. Then our doctor or our this technician, he examines the animal. If he finds this is the proper time to inseminate the animal, he inseminates the animal becomes pregnant. If everything goes after 9 months, it delivers the calf. Now coming to actually our topic is vis-a-vis this Kashmir Valley. As far as Kashmir Valley is concerned, we did not introduce this frozen semen at first. Everything starts from something. As far as this artificial insemination is concerned, at first we were using liquid semen. Okay, it was in 1970s. What we did as far as the Department of Animal Husbandry is concerned, mainly for towns Srinagar, Sopore, Pulwama, and Anantnag, we were keeping bulls, male bulls at their location. Semen was collected in the morning hours. Then it was processed in the liquid form. It is stock of 1970s. Okay, processed and chilled, and we were in a position to use that semen in 24 hours. But limitations were there, little outreach. Okay, though we started the process, but window was limited. It was not possible to have maximum coverage. Then came the frozen semen technology. In Kashmir, as far as Kashmir is concerned, we started this technology over here in 1982 at our this project, Rambir Bagh. The project I am heading there, and my colleague Dr. Nafis is with me. So we started this frozen cement technology at Rambir Bagh. It was then started there with the support of the Danish government. We used their equipments, technology, and this and that. So first year production, it was only 7,300 doses. Okay, first year our production was 7,300 doses. Then these straws were distributed to 4 of areas where our outreach where this liquid cement was not there. They were utilized with the good results. With the passage of time, all the 10 districts were covered. As far as our this Rambir Bagh frozen cement project is concerned, we have a high-end lab actually there. All certifications, these yearly audits are there. Actually, as far as India is concerned, there are around 60 odd such stations. Okay, so without this certification, none of the station is allowed or permitted to operate. We have high-end lab, we have biosecurity measures. As far as our project is concerned, we have to follow minimum standards, protocol, and biosecurity and safety manual. This was all because of this biosecurity, and this you were not at this moment. It was not possible for us to have this much number of footfall over there. Okay. Then what are our main aims? Pedigree, quality, and biosecurity. Quality and biosecurity I will come. First, our process starts from bull procurement. Bull procurement is a different way. Within India, we have different institutions from that. We cannot have a bull from the open from field market. That's not possible. We have different NDDB, BDC, different. We do procure bulls from that. Then when we procure the bulls, then quarantine period is quarantine. Because of COVID, everybody has used quarantine. After quarantine, anyway, when we introduce the bull, as far as quality is concerned, we have to ensure that what sort of germplasm we are producing here is of high genetic merit. Okay, main aim is like that. So we have minimum standard. For example, purebred Jersey is concerned, the bull we are going to insure, it must have a damage yield minimum 7,000 to 10,000. The bulls we have present, it is more than 12,000 damage yield. Currently we have reduced. Then crossbred HF 5,600 damage yield. I will come to it. What is this? What is mean 7,000, 10,000? What is means? Basically, this yield is calculated for 1 year. That is 305 milk days. Okay, 305 milk days. The total animal produces the milk. It's considered milk yield. This is damaged milk. Damaged milk yield means the bull we are introducing, his mother's milk yield, recorded milk yield. That's damaged milk yield. So different breeds we do have there: crossbred Jersey, crossbred Frisian, then purebred Jersey, and we have red Sindhi, some bulls over there. So different breeds have different minimum production status. And in addition to breeding value requirements must be there. Breeding value currently we are relying on GBA, genetic breeding value. For example, I will tell you, for example, a bull, his mother has that much of milk yield, but we do not know is that bull in a position to transmit that characteristics to the offsprings. That is breeding value. The breeding, in any case, our breeding value for these bulls must have for the milk trait, for different types of traits, characteristics have different breeding values. But we are here concerned for the breeding value of milk, for milk. So the animal we are introducing over here, we must be doubly sure that the animal has a positive breeding value, so that the same trait can be transferred to the offsprings. Once we introduce bulls over here, then we have safety protocols. safety quality as far as milk yield and its chances to transmit that characteristics to this offsprings. Then we are continuously screening those animals, especially for those diseases, STDs, those sexually transmitted diseases, and some communicable of FMD, brucellosis, bovine genital. It's a routine screening. Then breeding sound examinations, the routine practice were there. Then once the bull attains the maturity, we train them for this collection and this and that. Then once we collect the semen from the bull, it's not randomly. Once we collect the semen from the bull, we have an officer there as a veterinary society, a lab officer there. He evaluates the semen, color, concentration, motility, especially. Germplasm we collect, then we see the motility. Main indicators of our germplasm is that concentration must be enough and the motility of the sperms should be has to be approximately more than 70%. In case it is lower than that, we reject that very low. Okay. So once we are satisfied, concentration is okay, motility is okay, no other issues are there, then we go for processing. As per volume and concentration, we go for the dilution of the semen. Accordingly, we produce that number of citrus for that very bull. Then after that, then actually it's a topic of Dr. Nafis. He will in detail will tell how we are assessing this sperm quality, this and that. Actually, the bulls we have, we can utilize the service of a bull for breeding maximum up to 8 years, and even we can from one bull we can have 3 lakh doses of germplasm. After that, we cull that animal. As I told, it starts from collection of the semen, then evaluation of the semen. Yeah, evaluation of the semen, okay. Then dilution, as I already told, in processing, then filling and sealing. It is filling sealed into citrus, and for different breeds we have different color codings. Okay, for actually citra, I will show you. For purebred HF, color coding is citra has the color of pink. For crossbred HF, it's green. Then Jersey, purebred Jersey is yellow. Then for crossbred is Solomon. Then indigenous is putty color. So different types of breeds.
International standard.
Yeah. It's universal. It is universal. It's universal. It's in. Yeah, it's universal. Then after that we go for equilibrium process. For 4 degrees we keep for 4 hours. Then we go for deep freezing at minus 196 degree temperature. Then once we produce the germplasm, it is not simultaneously distributed to the field. For germplasm we go for quarantine of 30 days. Animals to hai hi hai, but as far as our germplasm produce is concerned, it goes a quarantine period of 30 days. Every batch we produce is being screened for STDs. When the reports are negative and the animals are okay, then and only after a quarantine period of 30 days it is being distributed to the field for use. Okay, ये मैंने थोड़ा सा ब्रीफ दिया रिगार्डिंग AI. अब हम थोड़ा प्रैक्टिकबिलिटी पे आते हैं. ये तो बातें ही हुई ना, बट देखो अब हम क्या करते हैं. अच्छा, जो मैंने लाइव स्टॉक कहा, we have at least 39 animals, and yesterday only actually we introduced 17 bulls imported from USA. Actually there were 35 in first concern, 18 for Jammu and 17 for here only. So all the 17 animals reached yesterday in the morning hours from USA through cargo plane to Bengaluru. There they stayed there for 30 days. After proper report, the test reports were negative. Everything was actually. I will tell you one thing. We had actually one test report for Schmalberg virus. Kit was not available. We have a lab at Nishad, Bhopal. Kit was not available with them due to some issues. It got delayed, but the quarantine center did not allow us to transport animals, and we were paying around 190,000 per day. That cost additional 15 lakh rupees because tests were not. You can see the what sort of, actually it's not so easy to transport import those animals. Then from Bangalore we imported them through train. It took almost 7-8 days. Then ultimately yesterday morning we received them at Badgam station, and transport. The animals are doing well. In 6-8 months they will be in a position to go for breeding, and we will collect the germplasm. It will have a definite impact overall the production status as far as milk is concerned. Okay. Now coming to practicability, as far as our state is concerned, I will give a scenario. In artificial inseminations in 2023, as far as Kashmir is concerned, actually we have two boards, livestock, which takes care of all this insemination breeding at this livestock board, development board, Kashmir and Jammu. In 23-24, 5,25,000 insemination in Kashmir, and 24-25, 5,35,000 artificial inseminations Kashmir in all the 10 districts. Simultaneously, Jammu 2.95 and 4.3. Around 9 lakh in total J&K, and births 1.45 lakhs in 23-24 we have recorded through the animals which were inseminated, and the birth was recorded, and 1.56. What I want to impress upon you, dairy farming in current scenario is not possible and practicable without ART, especially artificial insemination. Okay, we are using this AI. Every farmer knows it. Every farmer uses the services of our department. So I will make a statement. In current scenario, dairy farming is not possible and viable without ART. I mean artificial insemination especially. Okay. So this is the justification of our topic, practical relevance, practicability of ART. ART in our case is this, we are discussing artificial insemination. So it's very important. Now I will come to the impact of, actually the main crux. You can see this chart. In 2001 and 2 our milk production was state की बात में 1,360,000 tons, and 2024-25 it is around 3,177,000 tons. You can see the difference. I have to make a different point in comments. When we go through the cell, it is increasing. Its curve is like that. Okay. Now, impact of our ART in the J&K. Okay. In actually, as far as our country is concerned, we do after every 5 years we go for animal census. Okay. In 2012 we did it, in 2019, and in 2025 we have provisional data, but it has not been yet now, because has not, notification is not there, but we'll rely on this. In 2012 our as far as the livestock census, our population of the J&K was, as far as cattle is concerned, 2,798.33 thousands. Okay. In 2019 census, it was 2,539.24. Percentage is minus 99.26. Okay. Everybody, I would my request for everybody is to have it will give us the idea what we are doing and what is the impact. So in 5 years our population, cattle population has decreased. But next slide, our milk production in 2012 it was 1,631. In 2019 it is 2,540. It has increased up to 55.70. How is it possible? Overall cattle population has decreased in 5 years, but milk production has increased by more than 55%. Not only milk, but per capita availability of the milk in 2012 it was 316 grams It is availability per head. Then it is 2019, it is 507, and 224 577. So per capita availability has also increased, and overall milk production in the state has also increased, but overall this cattle population decreased. How is it possible? Because productivity of the animal, we are in a position that in 2012 our herd average was below. At this time our overall average production per animal has increased. How it has increased? Actually by this our breeding program, artificial insemination program. Okay, artificial insemination is the main intervention which has led to this much increase. Okay, so in present scenario, just I was telling you, without AI it's not possible to go for dairy. This is the impact of our artificial insemination. We are producing n number of doses, and these are being utilized. Around 550,000 doses are utilized in the field. The progeny we are producing, it is of better yield, and it's not like that. With every generation it increases. Animal genetics increases. Okay, so I think I was in a position to emphasize about the importance of artificial insemination. Okay, then most of these artificial inseminations we were using this conventional without differentiating it. Then second intervention is artificial insemination through sex sorted semen. As I already told you that we use germplasm which will give us only female births. Though sex sort is a broader term, we can have the semen of either sex, but in our case, as dairy is concerned, our main aim is to have female cows. Okay, because these cows are much more valuable. So we are using in last year our average per year is we are 50,000 sex sorted semen doses we are using, but at present we are not producing them here. We are just purchasing them from ABS, but just we are in a process to have MOU. In this current year, most likely we will be in a position to produce and process these sex sorted doses over here. We are actually MOU is underway, and our facility we will be in a position to produce sex sorted semen doses. And we have in department ABIPSS program is there, and we do provide to the farmers because these doses have a good price. So on subsidized rates we do provide farmers the sex sort semen doses, and they use them. Okay. And yeah, I will tell you. This is myself. It's some 3 years back, and I have the honor actually first sex sorted semen. Why it was? I was at that time Superintendent District Hospital Baramulla. Then first time I used in the valley sex sort, and it was my fortune that first documented birth of sex sort semen. It was under my jurisdiction, and I recorded and well documented. First sex sorted birth, it was a female. There are 95% chances that we will have female births only, and it's the female birth, and it was documented in Baramulla. It was the first documented sex sorted birth under my, not my supervision, but I am the person who has actually first in the valley. Okay, so this is my actually this subject ये थोड़ा दिल के करीब भी है, क्योंकि इसमें हमने मतलब ना हर एक की मोटिवेशन रहती है ना कि ब्रीडिंग ऐसा है कि फार्मर को एक्चुअली कोई भी डेयरी फार्मर तक से सक्सेसफुल नहीं हो। अब मैं आपको थोड़ा सा इसमें बताऊं, जो एज फार एज गाय इज कंसर्न उसके दो एसेट्स होते हैं, एक तो उसका अडर, दूसरा इसका वूम्ब। ठीक है, वूम्ब मीन्स ब्रीडिंग। फार्मर ब्रीडिंग प्रॉपर कर लेना, इन नो केस ही विल बी इन ए लॉस। ओके, ब्रीडिंग इज वेरी इंपॉर्टेंट। Then one more ART intervention, that is stress synchronization. Okay, in mostly we use hormones to control the stress of the animals. Actually when a farmer has a herd of around 10 animals, his aim is to have continuous flow of milk production. Okay, so he can plan the breeding of animals in a way so that for the year continuous milk will remain. For example, animal pasturage today milk will increase, then after 3-4 months it will decline. For example, at the in a particular month all the animals, their milk yield is on the decline. It will not be possible for farmer to have the supply chain, so he can plan of his own. अच्छा मिक्स ओके ऐसा अच्छा ये ना एक्चुअली अभी एज फार एज जहाँ तक ये ART का मसला है, 3 चीज़ें हम ज़्यादा इस्तेमाल यहाँ पे करते हैं। एक तो हमारा हुआ आर्टिफिशियल इंसेमिनेशन, जैसे मैंने कहा 5.5 लाख डोज हम यूज़ करते हैं। कश्मीर वैली की मैं बात करता हूँ, ऑलमोस्ट हर एक फार्मर के घर डोर स्टेप तक पहुँच। दूसरा हमारा सेक्स सॉर्टेड सीमेन, अराउंड 10% ऑफ एनिमल्स, 10% एनिमल्स, 50,000 डोजेज ऑन एन एवरेज हम सेक्स सॉर्टेड सीमेन भी यूज करते हैं। ठीक है। तीसरा हमारा मेन इंटरवेंशन है ART के हवाले से जो हम करते हैं, दैट इज स्ट्रेस सिंक्रोनाइजेशन। स्ट्रेस सिंक्रोनाइजेशन में हम क्या कर लेते हैं, बेसिकली फार्मर ये चाहता है, ये एक्चुअली उन फार्मर्स के लिए ज़्यादा हेल्पफुल है जिनके पास थोड़ा कमर्शियल फार्मर है, 5 और 10 एनिमल है। अब फार्मर को लगता है कि मैं एक पर्टिकुलर, अब मुझे जनवरी में बर्थ नहीं चाहिए क्योंकि मौसम खराब होने वाला है, मैं अप्रैल में बर्थ चाहता हूं। सो वो डिजाइन कर लेगा मेरा एनिमल कब हीट में आ जाएगा, या मेरे 10 एनिमल हैं, 5 एनिमल मुझे फलाना महीने में पार्सेट करने चाहिए और 5 एनिमल मेरे, यस। सो वी कैन प्लान ए ग्रुप ऑफ एनिमल्स विल कम। या फार्मर का दूसरा खर्चा है, अब डॉक्टर कब डेली आ जाएगा, कुछ ध्यान था कब एनिमल हीट में आ जाएगा। सो एज फार एज विल फार्मर कैन चूज दैट एनिमल्स कैन बी इंसेमिनेटेड। अब वे कैसे कर लेते हैं, हम हार्मोन्स का यूज कर लेते हैं। ठीक है, हमने फार्मर ने आइडेंटिफाई किया ये 4 एनिमल हैं, ये मुझे इस महीने 10 दिन के बाद 15 दिन के बाद हीट में आना चाहिए और एक ही दिन इसका इंजेक्शन भी होना चाहिए, AI भी होना चाहिए। सो हार्मोन्स को यूज करके हम वो करते हैं, और मोस्टली जो बड़े बड़े फार्मर हैं वो स्ट्रेस सिंक्रोनाइजेशन पे ही काम चला लेते हैं। ओके, अब इसमें डिफरेंट हार्मोन्स यूज करते हैं, आपकी इस पे नहीं है। आर्टिफिशियल इंसेमिनेशन भी देखा हमने, सेक्स सॉर्टेड भी देखा और स्ट्रेस सिंक्रोनाइजेशन भी देखा, ये तो वाइल्ड यूज। अब तीसरा एक और चीज है एम्ब्रियो ट्रांसफर टेक्नोलॉजी। ठीक है, एम्ब्रियो ट्रांसफर टेक्नोलॉजी एज फार एज कश्मीर इज कंसर्न्ड, यूनिवर्सिटी मानजुल में स्टार्ट हुआ है। हमने उधर हमने DPR सबमिट किया हुआ है, मोस्ट लाइकली फंडिंग भी आ जाए, शायद बजट में भी अनाउंसमेंट हो चुकी, इट हैज बीन टैग्ड, ये भी हम कर रहे हैं। अब हम एम्ब्रियो ट्रांसफर क्यों करें? एम्ब्रियो ट्रांसफर पता है आपको क्या है? हाँ, सीरोगेसी पर सीरोगेट मदर पता है क्या है आपको? हाँ, हो चुका है ना। अब मैं थोड़ा सा ब्रीफ में इसमें ये कर लूं, अब इस पे ये तो ऑलरेडी हुआ है। इसमें बेसिकली हम मेन एम है, क्योंकि AI से हम जो मेल का पोटेंशियल, बुल का पोटेंशियल फुल्ली एक्सप्लॉइट कर लेते हैं, लेकिन फीमेल का थोड़ा ETT से हम फीमेल का पोटेंशियल फुल्ली एक्सप्लॉइट कर सकते हैं। ठीक है, अभी ऑलरेडी कवर हुआ है। अब यहाँ सिनेरियो की मैं बात कर लूँ कि वी आर गोइंग टू स्टार्ट इट एंड इट विल बी डन इन ए कपल ऑफ ईयर्स। ये भी पूरा विल एक्चुअली हमारे जो एडमिन डिपार्टमेंट उनका प्रोग्राम था कि हर एक डिस्ट्रिक्ट में स्टार्ट कर लो। अभी हमने यहाँ पे पायलट बेस पे स्टार्ट कर रहे हैं हम। विद द बेस्ट ऑफ टाइम इट विल रीच टू ईच एंड एवरी डिस्ट्रिक्ट। अब इसके बाद है मल्टीपल ओवुलेशन एम्ब्रियो ट्रांसफर। अब ETT टच हुआ, ये भी टच हुआ होगा। ठीक है, उसके बाद है IVF। इसकी प्रैक्टिकबिलिटी इसमें कम ही है, बट एनीवे अब वो कवर कर लेंगे इसको। अब ART हमने देखा क्या है, आर्टिफिशियल इंसेमिनेशन है, सेक्स सीमेन है, सिंक्रोनाइजेशन है, एम्ब्रियो ट्रांसफर है। अब आपके साथ कनेक्ट कैसे कर लेंगे? ठीक है ना, आप जिस चीज के लिए यहाँ पे आए हो, यू आर बडिंग एंटरप्रेन्योर्स। ठीक है, जो बडिंग एंटरप्रेन्योर होता है वो कहता है कि भैया ठीक है, वो तो डेयरी फार्म कब से कर रहा है, मैं क्या कर लूँ, नया क्या है। ठीक है ना। तो आपका जो थोड़ा बहुत जो बैकग्राउंड भी है और थोड़ा सा एवरीबडी वांट्स टू बी इनोवेटिव। एक्चुअली हमारी एक स्कीम आई थी गवर्नमेंट ऑफ इंडिया की अंडर आरजीएम ब्रीड मल्टीप्लिकेशन फार्म। बिफोर दिस एक्चुअली मैं तो डिस्ट्रिक्ट्स को भी हेड कर चुका हूं। सो ब्रीड मल्टीप्लिकेशन जो पहले आया था 200 एनिमल्स का, डेयरी एनिमल्स का फार्म बनाना था, ठीक है। आई विल जस्ट रिलेट टू योर एस्पिरेशंस एंड दिस एंड दैट। तो उसमें 4 CR का प्रोजेक्ट जाता था, 400 lakhs का, 2 CR उसकी सब्सिडी थी, ठीक है। तो बाद वही और 40 कैनाल्स लैंड की रिक्वायरमेंट थी और उसमें वो बैंक केबल भी था वो। बट वी स्ट्रगल टू फाइंड द प्रॉमिसिंग एंटरप्रेन्योर्स, ओके। उसके बाद अब हिली स्टेट्स के स्कीम रिड्यूस हो गई अप टू 50 एनिमल्स, 1 CR का प्रोजेक्ट कास्ट, 50 lakh सब्सिडी, लैंड रिक्वायरमेंट्स अराउंड 8, 9, 10 कैनाल्स और सो। उसमें भी तब तक हम स्ट्रगल ही करते रहे कि प्रॉमिसिंग लोग आगे नहीं आए, हैंड होल्डिंग भी की, जब तक ये स्कीम फिर सैचुरेट हो गई, राइट। अब उसी चीज को जब HIDP हमने किया, हमने एक स्कीम लाई सैटेलाइट हीफर यूनिट, ठीक है। एक्चुअली जहां तक डेयरी फार्मिंग का ताल्लुक है, एक्चुअली एज फार एज कश्मीर स्टेट इज कंसर्न्ड, डेयरी फार्मिंग को सस्टेन करने के लिए फार्मर को 2 चीज़ों की ज़रूरत है, ठीक है। रिप्लेसमेंट ऑफ द स्टॉक इज़ वेरी इंपॉर्टेंट, ठीक है। टू हैव प्रॉपर रिप्लेसमेंट ऑफ द स्टॉक विद इन द वैली, एक्चुअली हमने सोचा था ब्रीड मल्टीप्लिकेशन फार्म से वो कमी दूर हो जाएगी। फिर अब सैटेलाइट हीफर अंडर HIDP हमने कर लिया। उसमें क्या किया कि फार्मर को फीमेल ये अप टू 5 months ओल्ड काउज लेने थे, उसको रेयर करना था अप टू मैच्योरिटी, फिर फार्मर्स को देना था, ठीक है। और उसके बाद कमर्शियल डेयरी फार्म जो अब ART, अगर हम ART को देखेंगे, विदाउट ART ये चीजें पॉसिबल है नहीं। और अब आपके लिए जो अपॉर्चुनिटीज है, जो कन्वेंशनल डेयरी फार्मिंग को छोड़ के अगर आप इसमें आप जाना चाहते हो ना, क्योंकि देयर इज हाई एंड डिमांड ऑफ दीज हाई यील्डिंग कैटल विद इन द वैली। पंजाब से आती है, हरियाणा से आती है, बट हमारे पास इतने अच्छे ब्रीडर्स नहीं हैं जो हमारी डिमांड को कैटर कर सकते हैं। तो आप में से इफ एनीबडी वांट्स टू एंटर these ventures, highly profitable, as well as you can use these ART technology, that will be success semen, artificial insemination, synchronization, and ETT, embryo transfer technology. These can be very well utilized in ensuring that these projects, the new entrepreneurship schemes can become viable. Any need, any support, Animal Husbandry Department is at your back. टेक्निकल सपोर्ट भी रहेगा, जो भी फाइनेंशियल होगा, कुछ भी होगा। इन एडिशन देयर आर सेंट्रल स्पॉन्सर्ड स्कीम्स हैं अंडर एनिमल हस्बेंड्री इंफ्रास्ट्रक्चर डेवलपमेंटल फंड। अब ब्रीड मल्टीप्लिकेशन फार्म के लिए उनका वो एक तो ये भी रहता है, फाइनेंस की अवेलेबिलिटी है और इंटरेस्ट सब्वेंशन भी रहता है। या इसके बाद इसको आप ऐड कर सकते हो किसके साथ, प्रोसेसिंग के साथ। इन प्रोसेसिंग वी हैव वेरी गुड स्कोप ओवर हियर, क्योंकि कोई भी वैल्यू एडेड प्रोडक्ट उसकी जो रेट रहती है इट इज ऑन हायर साइड। यू कैन टेक एडवांटेज ऑफ ऑल दिस स्कीम्स। एज फार एज ART इज कंसर्न, डिपार्टमेंट के पास ऑलरेडी है वो एट ऑलमोस्ट अपना AI का प्रोग्राम हमारा चल रहा है, सेंट्रल गवर्नमेंट का प्रोग्राम। तो उसमें NAP, नेशनल वाइड ऑर्फन इंसेमिनेशन प्रोग्राम, वी आर फॉर 5-6 years हम फ्री ऑफ कॉस्ट जर्म प्लाज्म देते हैं, AI की सर्विसेज देते हैं, इवन एट डोर स्टेप द फार्मर फ्री ऑफ कॉस्ट। सक्सेस सीमेन सब्सिडाइज्ड रेट्स पे देते हैं, ठीक है। इंशाल्लाह ETT भी हम स्टार्ट कर लेंगे, वो भी अच्छी खासी रेट्स पे फार्मर को मुहैया किया जाएगा। तो सर्विसेज की दिक्कत नहीं रहेगी। यहाँ पे दिक्कत कहाँ पे है, जस्ट जो हमारा एंटरप्रेन्योर है वो मोटिवेट हो जाए, वो इनिशिएटिव ले ले तो एवरीथिंग इज वायबल। अभी जब मैं उधर से डॉक्टर साहब को मैं दिखा रहा था, अभी मैं उधर से आया, एक्चुअली आई हेल फ्रॉम सोपोर, सुबह मैंने क्रॉस किया, मैंने गाड़ी देखी, वो छोटी गाड़ी रहती है ना, सो कैरेज वाली व्हीकल 207, तो एनिमल हस्बेंड्री लिखा हुआ था। वो एक फार्मर, उसको 2 साल पहले हमने दी थी वो गाड़ी, अराउंड 8-10 क्विंटल दूध वो लेके अपने फार्म से लेके आ रहा था। ठीक, अब मेरे पास टाइम नहीं था, मैं शो यू, बड़ा दिल खुश, एटलीस्ट हमने थोड़ी मेहनत कर ली, फार्मर यूटिलाइज्ड 50% इंसेंट सब्सिडी पे हमने व्हीकल दे दिया। अब उसका मैं जानता हूँ वही फार्मर है, उसकी अपनी यील्ड है 1-2 क्विंटल की, 4-5 क्विंटल वो दूध लेके कर रहा है। तो लोग कर रहे हैं काम, थोड़ा इनिशिएटिव लेने की ज़रूरत है। वी आर एट यू, यूनिवर्सिटी भी ये थोड़ा सा अवेयरनेस प्रोग्राम्स कर रहे हैं, स्किल डेवलप प्रोग्राम्स कर रहे हैं, डिपार्टमेंट के पास पूरे आउटरीच है इन एवरी डिस्ट्रिक्ट, इन एवरी विलेज। ठीक है, अगर आपका मसला विलेज लेवल पे हल नहीं हो जाए, आप ब्लॉक लेवल देन डिस्ट्रिक्ट लेवल पे आ सकते हो, यूँ हमारा डायरेक्टरेट भी है। तो वी आर विद यू, आप इनिशिएटिव ले लीजिए, कहीं कोई दिक्कत होगी डॉक्टर मेहराज मेरा नंबर भी आपको शेयर कर लेगा, किसी को कोई और चीज़ की कंसल्टेशन की ज़रूरत हो, वी आर एट योर बैक। आई होप हमारी इस थोड़ा इंटरेक्शन से थोड़ा सा अवेयरनेस भी हुई होगी, थोड़ी मोटिवेशन होगी। होप यू बेस्ट इन योर फ्यूचर एंडेवर्स। ओके,
थैंक यू फॉर योर ग्रेट लेक्चर। वो पार्टिसिपेंट्स को मतलब थोड़े कुछ सवाल पूछने चाहिए थे सर से, बिकॉज
इसमें भी टाइम चला जाता है, क्योंकि एनिमल जब प्रोक्योरमेंट करते हैं ना, हमें पता ही नहीं वो क्या लिया उन्होंने उधर से, जब उसकी इधर अब आर्टिफिशियल यानी एक जनरेशन ज़ाया हो गई। आर यू गेटिंग माई पॉइंट सर?
ठीक है, अदरवाइज वन वे नहीं होना चाहिए। ये डायलॉग वन वे आसना याचु लोकल समझे आमुतन याचु सोरी समझ आमुतन, दोनों चीजें नहीं हो सकती हैं। सो इंटरेक्शन मस्ट बी देयर। देखिए, सैटेलाइट हीफर यूनिट हमने अंडर HADP कर लिया स्टार्ट, ठीक है, बट चूंकि हर एक चीज़ का टारगेट है, जब हमने स्टार्ट कर लिया, एट फर्स्ट वी आर स्ट्रगलिंग टू फाइंड द एप्लीकेंट्स, ठीक है, फिर जब आ गए, इतने ज़्यादा आ गए क्योंकि गवर्नमेंट का हर एक चीज़ फंडिंग के हिसाब से रहता है, विद द प्रेशर ऑफ टाइम फिर सैचुरेशन भी हो गई, प्रेशर्स भी आ गए, बट जिन्होंने कर लिया वो तो कर लिया। अब आपका क्वेश्चन ये है, आपने सैटेलाइट हीफर किया है?
बिल्कुल सर।
अच्छा, तब बस क्या दिक्कत कोई थे बिल्कुल?
First procurement was the issue that we have to go outside the JK because heifers not available in Srinagar. So we went to Punjab and all that. Although we don't have any specialization to select those heifers at the age of 6 months, no genetics available, nothing is available. But we procured that. So I am saying that why there is not such kind of assistance that we can procure good heifers.
बिल्कुल relevant आपके साथ। जब हमने HADP में ये किया था ना, एक्चुअली हमारा जो प्लान था हमारा यहाँ हर एक डिस्ट्रिक्ट में बड़े ब्रीड मल्टीप्लिकेशन फार्म्स लगेंगे, एक दो, ठीक है। तो जो ब्रीड मल्टीप्लिकेशन फार्म से हमें ये फीमेल काउज निकलेंगे 5-6 मंथ्स ओल्ड, वो सप्लाई जाएगी कहाँ पे? सैटेलाइट हीफर जो एस्टेब्लिश करेगा उसको बाहर नहीं जाना पड़ेगा, विद इन द वैली उसको ब्रीड मल्टीप्लिकेशन फार्म से ये, फिर सैटेलाइट हीफर के पास जो क्रॉप होगा वो जाएगा किसके पास? जिसको भी रिप्लेसमेंट हमारा IDDS है, ठीक है। जैसा मैंने पहले ही कहा, वी स्ट्रगल्ड टू गेट द प्रॉमिसिंग एंटरप्रेन्योर्स, ठीक है। अब मैंने भी अपने डिस्ट्रिक्ट में 1-2 बंदों को अप्लाई करा लिया, लेकिन वही इशू आ रही, लैंड अपने नाम पे नहीं थी या बंदे के दिमाग में कुछ, आई एम नॉट जस्ट, मैं कहता हूँ प्रॉमिसिंग बंदे नहीं आए, वी वर नॉट इन ए पोजीशन टू एस्टैब्लिश ब्रीड मल्टीप्लिकेशन फॉर्म्स इन द टाइमलाइन, ठीक है। टाइमलाइन में होते हमारे जो सैटेलाइट हीफर वाला उसका जो इंडक्शन था वो उसी से फुलफिल होता।
But my main concern is that we selected animals there at the age of 6. We just put our hard work and money and all the nutritional management.
ठीक है।
Now when we did AI and we are getting heifers or whatever, let it be we are getting heifers, but their genetics is not that good because we have not selected the good breed at the heifer level. But department has not done that level, at least some assistance in procurement or No, your suggestion. What will be your
Ah,
suggestion?
yeah,
If someone is
yeah,
applying for
yeah,
heifer
yeah,
unit,
yeah.
let me
Then
complete.
you
I will
think-
complete
yeah,
that.
sure.
If, for example, I'm a first time and I'm going for a heifer satellite unit. Now I'm procuring these animals from outside JK because first stage 50 animals, 100 animals, that's not available.
Yeah.
I'm going there, and what I realized it, and I'm sharing this here so that everyone gets benefited from that. What I observed, the heifers available there are those which are rejected by those farmers.
Of course.
So what we are procuring, we are procuring rejected heifers.
yeah.
But those rejected heifers are still, doing better here as compared what we are available here. So I'm saying that
Yeah.
again we are delaying 1 year, 2 year, 3 year, we are again getting
Yeah,
delayed.
basically.
मेरी टॉक में शायद मिले आपको
जी
शायद मेरी टॉक में मिले इसके जवाब आपके सवाल का
किस talk?
नहीं मैं just एड्रेस कर रहा हूँ उसका
I'm not complaining. It's not complaining.
नहीं
Although I will tell you, out of those 20, that unit is running.
Yeah.
I'm currently running that unit.
Yeah.
Now we didn't got any departmental support for selling those. What we did, we are just converting it into dairy unit now.
Okay.
We are a good heifers. Out of them, we have done 5 deliveries,
Okay.
which has happened there on our.
What's the milk yield of this animal?
One of the animals is that is 25 plus.
Okay.
Another is 20 plus.
Okay.
Another is 20 plus,
Uh-huh.
and we have Jersey. She is also touching 20. So out of that lot, yeah, that's out of that 20 lot.
Uh-huh.
10 cows we got. They are good in health wise.
Okay.
Their breeding is good, but the rest remaining of the 10s, we are not sure about them.
Okay.
That is again loss. We have worked on them for 1.5 year, and we are still, not knowing what will be the output. So I'm just, if there will be some guidelines that if you are going to buy, I know that department cannot come with us and they will procure on behalf of us. At least if they can give us few, bulletins, how to select, what you should look out of that lot, how you can get a better lot.
Actually,